has this sort of ability to AI trumps everything in a sense. But having said that, I sort of watched this growth, Russell 1000 growth versus value. And we saw that big pullback maybe about a week and a half ago. We talked about it after, I think it was after the NVIDIA earnings. So we had a little pullback. And so that chart that I watched, that relationship is below the 20-day moving average for the first time since almost the lows of April. We had a little bump up and then it came back down. So April 21st or 22nd, right around there was the last time we were below the 20-day moving average on that relationship. We are now below it again. We rallied right almost back up to it. We didn't touch it, and we pulled back down to sort of the lower Bollinger Band there. And so I think there's some work to be done. There's damage on the chart, and that's sort of playing out as we can see in terms of the broadening out. Mag maybe kind of not getting super excited apart from Google and Apple, which is sort of an individual situation, a more idiosyncratic situation. I've loved Apple here. I've been telling everyone to buy Apple, and people have been very negative on it. But I've kept saying, I don't really see what the problem is. They're in all the right places. Who cares that they don't spend hundreds of billions of dollars on AI? That's actually probably a positive in their case. They are not in this race to create the greatest AI model in the world. They are in the race to basically do what they've done so far, which is have one of the best devices in your pocket. And it's sitting there waiting for all these great things to potentially happen as AI moves into the edge and into your pocket. So they're there. So we've had some nice reactivity out of that. I've been long Apple.
Just real quick on Apple and Google, because this was actually, I don't want to gloss over it. We really had a gap down Tuesday morning, and then we hit those, right? The 559 Qs and the 169 NVIDIA. Apple's been going sideways for 5 weeks. It's been really a nice channel between 137 and 220. But the point is, this is an antitrust decision that was basically revealed after hours on Tuesday night, which is the cause for Google's explosion higher with Apple. Basically, Google's allowed to continue to be a monopoly, and Apple benefits the most because of the fees that it collects. Long story short, it really helped the Qs to bounce right back into that gap where they fell from Friday into Tuesday. So it was actually an intervention, if you will, for the stick save that we had, or the positive end of day result that we had, was because Apple and Google were bid so strongly on this antitrust division, which gives basically Google its power to retain itself as a monopoly, and definitely benefits Apple. So I know you're long Apple, you like that one. I see it more of a channel surfing play between, anyway, it's monthly support levels, which most people don't care about. But for digestion purposes, it is very much this 237 to about 220. And there is just a really nice consolidation here for about 5 weeks.
Join Samantha and Hans at the next Macro to Micro Options Power Hour, held each Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Registration is free. Scan this QR code or click on the link in the description.